Hey, what up and welcome to another episode of Creased, and a very special episode of Creased. I know I say that a lot, but it's not every day you get to meet an NBA champion. It's not every day you meet a Hall of Famer. It's not every day that I got to meet Scottie Pippen, bro. Scottie Pippen came to Australia last year, right? I tried to get my Pippen signed. I was trying to find out where he's at. I was like, righto, he's going to be courtside at the Kings game. How much are courtside seats? I'll pay it. I don't care. I've always wanted to go to a Kings game. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to do it correctly, right? Can't get absolute courtside. So I was like, do I risk it? Like, maybe I'm a few rows back. Maybe I'm still able to do it. Who knows? I end up, nah, we're not going to do it. I know there was someone that maybe jumped into the water to get to his boat to get something signed, right? So he's come here, seen all that fanaticism, and then just organized a bunch of things where you can meet Scottie Pippen, get signed merch. He did a Q&A, the No Bull tour with Horace Grant and Luke Longley, right? This was put on by the good people at Throwback Store, and there was a lot of terms and conditions in this. Nothing on Throwback Store, more on Scottie's people and whatever. So we couldn't do cameras, couldn't do anything. That's what it said. But we get to meet Scottie Pippen, so let's do that.
Should have come in earlier. I went for a sneaky beer or going to supply.
Well, Horace.
Yeah, that's it.
Even Luke as well, right?
Are you putting me on live?
Maybe. So you just got your thing?
Actually, yeah, I didn't even look at the poster, eh?
Is it signed or even printed signed?
No, the poster.
Right, what do I want a poster
It's
for?
not even that big.
I don't want a poster. I barely want the hat. What sort of hat is it? New Era or Mitchell and S?
It's alright. What are we?
New Era, that's alright. I'll wear that.
So fellas, which one? Do I wear the
You can't go wrong.
Team USA?
I still think that one.
Dream team, man.
Huh?
Dream team, man.
It's different, right?
Dream team.
That's a point of difference.
Yeah. For the dream team? I know.
Point of difference? Yeah, okay.
Dream team.
Point of difference. And A for Asians, 8's lucky number as well.
You went with the bread fours?
Yeah. How do you get the on your phone?
On your phone? Don't know. Maybe they're not doing that. Oh, yeah.
Can't do it.
That was the first time NBA players.
I was working for Westfields back in 2000. They were sponsor.
A few moments later.
I was kicking myself because when I went in there and I was actually filming, no one cared. Shout outs to my guy Lee. I seen him when I was there. I was like, I should have hit him up and like, yo, can you film this? But at the same time, like the photos that you see, I handed my phone to someone left of the photographer, and like he took those photos on my phone, so I had them immediately. So that was cool. Maybe I could have like hit record and then he could have taken shots while it was recording. I don't know. Maybe Lee could have like filmed. I don't know. But we had a total of like 5 seconds with Scottie Pippen. and I managed to get a couple more out of it. Just purely like when I was next in line, I handed my phone over, took my shoe off. I took my shoe off and I was like, bro, if I'm getting a photo with Scottie Pippen, it's got to be with the Pippens. And the way I managed to get a few more seconds out was, you know, he was stoked to see these. Everyone around was stoked to see these because no one had these on feet. People had Jordans on feet. People had Jordan jerseys. I came there with a Scottie Pippen jersey and the Scottie Pippens in hand. Now, I know these aren't the Air Pippens, but this is what everyone associates Scottie Pippen with. So, had this and I said to him, as people were saying, oh man, he's got the shoes. And I said, I had to. Plus, I believe Nike owes you a check for these because you are the reason why we all bought them. I said to him as well, you were such a big part of my childhood, and he just said, thank you, man. And then we had a bit of a laugh when I said Nike owes you a check for these. So I managed to squeeze out a couple more seconds than some other people. It would have been dope to get on film. Obviously, this is a video type platform, but that's what happened, man. I was stoked. He wasn't signing anything on the day. I did have markers on me just in case, but I didn't want to push it. Because if he signed something for me, he's going to then want to sign stuff for other people. And it was strict in the conditions. He wouldn't be signing anything on the day, even though it seemed like he signed the jerseys on the day that the people bought in the higher tiers. For me, I only spent 99 bucks. Shout outs to the bearded sneakerhead. He kept at me, are you going, bro? Come on, bro. Then I realized I didn't have to go to work. I didn't have to do anything on the Wednesday. So I was like, why not? I haven't looked at this, and literally I've just noticed that my sunglasses are in there. That's good because I was wondering where they were earlier today. So for $99 we got to meet Scottie Pippen. Also got a Chicago Bulls New Era 940 hat. 940 is probably one of my favorites. My Bulldogs ones are 940s. I think, yep, 940. And it's the better 940 with the nice strap. So, what else we got? Got my sunglasses too, which I thought I lost. Then we got the poster. Look, I don't really know what I'm going to do with a poster, to be honest. If it was signed, it's a different story, but look, maybe years come, I see that, I reminisce about the time I got to meet Scottie Pippen, and couldn't have happened without the guys at Throwback Store. Held an incredible event, and shout outs to my guy Lee Monroe, the rapper. You may know of him. He was up there, he works for Throwback, and went for a drink after it. Turns out went out with the whole Throwback crew. They put on a spread, drinks, food, everything, a lot of laughs. It was just a heap of fun, man. Heap of fun. And something that, like, I wasn't really planning on doing. It was a spontaneous type trip, but had a lot of fun. But there is some crazier news that has happened, and something I've been trying to do for the last 3 years. If you don't know, this channel started March 16th. March 16th, I think, or 19th. I have to check, somewhere around there, like 2021. Initially, we started, the name was going to be Box Fresh. Started with a collection video with my mate Boyd. He's got a crazy collection, first collection I ever saw that was like over 200 pairs, right? Now I don't want to talk about how many I got, but we started out with that. Pandemic happens, all that good stuff, and we couldn't go to people's houses, had to adapt and do stuff on the fly. Hence you get videos like this where we go out in the world and do different things, like when we go to a sneaker convention, or Foot Locker's got an installation or an event, or whatever just happens to be happening in the world of the sneakers, right? But for the last 3 years, and it has been a slog, man. I came from music background, right? Come into something completely different. Yeah, there's a little bit of crossover, but it's not huge, right? And starting from scratch, it's really hard to start from scratch. But use what I knew, being genuinely myself, we have officially become a YouTube partner. That means when randomly go viral on a video that gets like, I don't know, what's the best viewed video that I have? I think it was like 20,000. I could be wrong. I could be wrong. It could be a lot less. But when these things happen, maybe I'll get $5 for the video. I don't know how these things work, but it's cool that, you know, there'll be a couple bucks coming here. Maybe it funds certain things. We've also already done like deals with companies and done collabs with companies and that sort of thing before, but always looking to do bigger things. If I could do this as a full-time job, who wouldn't? You'd be crazy not to. Imagine getting paid to shop for sneakers and talk about sneakers, right? It's the dream. So we'll go sort by most viewed. Sorry, 11,000. Got 2 there with 11,000, a couple with 10, a couple with 8s, 3s, 4s, 5s, everything like that, right? I couldn't tell you what the translation is between that and a dollar amount. I have no idea, right? But it just means when these things happen, you might be able to make a couple bucks. I'm not mad at it. Helps fund shoes, giveaways, that sort of stuff. The other thing, within the setup of doing that, they've said, you know, badges and tiers and all this. I don't really understand how all that works, but I had to set it up and add things to it. I'm not going to go out there and tell you right now to like spend your money on these tiers or whatever. Like, I'll eventually work out what I'm going to do with them. I think the plan is definitely to do some videos where some information that I get that I can't really talk about public, maybe I'll share it with the couple people that are silly enough to spend $4 a month with me. I don't know, we'll work on that. I'm not telling you to go out and do it. If you want to do it, like, that's fantastic, but within setting up YouTube partnerships, that's one of the things they get you to do. So if you want to, I'll take your $4 off you. I don't know, but I think there was like 3 tiers. There was like, and you had to name them and everything. I'm like, I don't know, good tier, legend tier, and I think god tier. Just, I have no idea. I can't. The first one's probably not even. I think the first one was dope tier, maybe. I don't know, but it's exciting news and something that I've been watching for a while, but like hadn't really checked in a minute, because you've got to hit these landmarks to be able to get there, right? There's a couple of different ways you can do it. You got to have 1,000 subscribers. I think we're like almost 800 subscribers. But if you do it in a different way, where it's like X amount of videos uploaded, or I think one of them was like 3,000 watch hours in a year. So I remember I was in Sydney last weekend, and I noticed, I was just like clicking through and having a look, because I knew I was getting close, but it said it was like 2990, and I'm like, oh man, that's not far off. And I knew as well that like I'd been doing a lot of filming that weekend, so it was going to be a longer video. So I'm like, I might get this soon. I don't know, maybe they change the goalposts as soon as I'm about to do it. One of the other ones was like get 3 million views on a short, and I've had a couple shorts like do okay. I think I shared on Instagram today. What was it? I'm gonna turn my volume down so you don't get a shock if there's any sort of music. But oh, here we go. I published 4 shorts and 10,000 people saw them. So that's cool, but it's definitely not 3 million. But the 1,000 subs is one thing, but the watch hours is probably more important to me. It means like you'll start watching it and watch it to the end. Now, not everyone does, because I've gone through analytics and everything like that. You'll see a little bit here, like most of you are not subscribed. It is what it is. I'm not forcing your hand, but it literally costs you nothing. If you watched this at all, enjoyed it at all, there's plenty of banging episodes, man. You can go through the archives and everything like that. One stat that did surprise me a little bit is now America is actually my top country, with 33% of people that watch these videos are from America. So I've noticed, especially with the Kanye video and a couple of others, like when I say certain things, people like, certain things don't translate because I'm speaking from an Australian point of view, like whether it be the price, whether it be whatever. So, and even someone tried to correct me on Adidas. They're like, it's Adidas, not Adidas. I was like, bro, like, people in America call it Adidas, but the dude's name was Adi Dassler. That's why it's called Adidas, from his name. Just like the entire world drives on the left-hand side of the road, but you guys drive on the right. Most of the world's in the metric system, and you guys came up with something crazy. Don't get me wrong, love to all my American people, but it's Adidas, bro. Like, one thing I was not surprised about is there are no women watching this. I don't know, because I was initially looking at a certain video, but I don't know if this is specific to this video's analytics, but it's a little bit of a sausage fest over here, you know. But looking at the ages, there definitely is a younger demographic watching as well, but majority is like in that 30s, 40s, because a lot of this is buying back a piece of our childhood. It is nostalgia, so understandable in that respect. What I want to do, something that I kind of figured, I don't know, I kind of wanted to do this for a reel or something, or like a TikTok or a short, whatever. They're all the same thing. Small vertical clip, right? When I do my thumbnail, I do like the same way pretty much, and all I'm doing is like looking for like I'll just pan through the whole video and I'm just looking for me going, like, you know, and then just screenshot that, right? A couple times I'll like get the camera so it's a better quality to do it. And then lately I've been editing them just to color correct and make them look better anyway. But I used to like delete them after a while, and then I started keeping them, and I literally put them in a folder called Confused Face. So here's 167 confused faces, and I'm pretty sure I've done well more than that. But so I would just like to say thank you to everyone who's been watching, whether you're from day one, hopped on a couple weeks ago, or this is your first video. Like, it doesn't matter to me. Anyone that's taken the time to appreciate what I'm doing, in my opinion, and just, even if you don't agree and you just want to argue in the comments, I'm here for it all. But crazy things happening this year. We're already booking in a trip to Melbourne. I'm also looking to go international this year, so stay tuned. But this has been a very special episode of Creased, one that I've been looking forward to a minute. The next milestone for me is 1,000 subs. When we hit 1,000 subs, we're gonna have to do giveaways, because we're just gonna have to. But make sure you like, share, subscribe, comment, whatever. Crazy meeting Scottie Pippen. Man, like, if Michael Jordan ever did anything like that, I'm paying whatever, because I need to get some. I'm getting something signed. Like, I have to get something signed, but probably not. I don't think he'll ever do that. I just gotta come across him at something. I don't know. Peace.